As we celebrate the 60th year of the PBA, think about this for a moment. That man right there, Jason Belmonte, has a chance to do something that has never been done in professional bowling history. Win 3 major championships in 1 year. And the ladder begins with Kyle Troup against the lefty Matt Sanders, who, by the way, is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. Then we have Ryan Simonelli, a power lefty. Then Belmo. And then at the top, Jesper Svensson. By the way, he was so good in the World Championship, he got to pick the pattern. And it's Chameleon. And Randy will get into that as this day goes on. Matt Sanders out of Evansville, Indiana. He's only 23 years old. And he did win the Billy Hardwick Memorial Open, the extra frame event in Memphis. And that was a plastic ball event.
Really good young player, likes to shape it, but looks like he's going with urethane from the extreme outside part of the lane.
And any nerves? No, it doesn't look like it, but a strike to open.
They started this club called the Fish, and he's Brofish. I'm sorry, Afrofish. And his outfit has fish on it with afros. Isn't it colorful? I mean, this guy is all about fashion.
And he's also a remarkable bowler, and he's a guy whose career appears to be on an upswing right now. And here's that raw power generated by the two-hander.
Kyle also using urethane from the outside part of the lane.
Go. And win. 10 straight back into the pit. To hurry a little bit, and that is a leave you don't often see.
Yeah, it was a light swisher that left the 5-pin.
Well, coming into this World Series, he'd only had 5 PBA Tour events as a member. That's just flush. Perfect shot from Sanders. So he is 2 for 2 on that lane. And he seems to me, Randy, like a guy who feeds off of momentum as much as anybody out here.
Yeah, agreed. Visibility, and then you add confidence to that. That's a pretty lethal combination.
Let's go, baby!
He's just dialed in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even any suspense as to whether or not he's going to throw a strike.
A brutal grind.
And Sanders is fighting right back.
Nice shot there by Matt.
Choice. Dealer's choice, you could say. And yes, sir.
My, oh my. Wasn't sure how bad it was going to be, and you heard Matt's reaction when he let go of it.
Well, this is going to be our Barbasol close shave of the day.
Just a little high, and the 6-pin is paralyzed and goes down.
3-0 on TV. And again, just punishing the pins. A light hit there, but it doesn't matter. Six for 6. Kyle Troup off to a brilliant start. It's not as if Matt Sanders is bowling poorly. He's not. Bowling very well. But right now, Kyle Troup is untouchable.
Doesn't look like he's going to slow down anytime soon.
And a push on the 10, but you know what? Apparently Sanders isn't either. He's hovering around in case Troup makes a mistake. Oh, ringer on that 7. Sanders with the easy spare. That'll bring up Kyle Troup, who's working on a double. Ooh, to the nose, and he breaks up trouble.
Well, I think he's very fortunate. It wasn't a very good shot, and it did go high, but only leaving the 10-pin.
After that wasn't going anywhere. And Kyle, who made every one of his 10 pins in the run-up to this match, makes another one there.
He's very versatile, and you have to be a star out on the PBA tour.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that looked better.
Yeah.
Mixed them up.
Big shot here. Beauty. Still alive. Max score for Matt Sanders, 259. Kyle Troup, 279. And that's the thing with urethane. You get that one shot that checks a little early and goes high. The player moves off of it just a little bit, and the ball never picks up. Back out in the 10th as well for a tie.
Well, he hasn't missed any 2 pins either, and so nothing to see here. Move along.
That was the biggie. He doesn't lose count, so if he spares here, it's 249, and it still forces Matt Sanders to double. That was the big shot.
Messing. Oh my goodness! I thought that 10-pin might go down.
Got to make this. That's a huge miss.
His first missed 10-pin return.
Strike 9 spare for Matt Sanders. We have a tie. Entire life.
Well, he handles it pretty well. One more to go for Matt.
And a hook.
And a soft 7.
Now, how big is that missed 10-pin now?
Gigantic.
If Sanders converts this, we're tied. Series of bowling.
Not this one.
Yep. Solid. We have a tie. New life for Kyle Troup.
The left lane, his pal during this opening match of the World Championship. To the nose, and Kyle Troup advances in a 1-ball roll-off.
He's going to have to move in. You heard him say, I've got to shape it a little bit more. His tendencies is to get fast and throw it hard. And when you do that on carry down, the ball never picks up and it goes light.
A solid 4. 1, but a better average than the field. And he's going to slide it over a little bit. That was tighter than I thought it was going to be.
Last couple of shots in practice that I watched, he went light on this right lane.
And he was a bit light there, but you see the violent reaction of the pins to Simonelli's shot. Pin, usually Ryan wins. So we saw Ryan's major, 2015 U.S. Open, and he has 6 other PBA Tour titles, none in 2017, but in 2016 he picked up a couple. And there is some power. We know we will. It's a stalker. That's all there is to it.
Well, he answered the question on the right lane, at least with that shot.
That hung out by the gutter, then snapped a hard left, leaving a 3-6-10.
Missed it.
Yeah, it never did turn over.
On TV today.
It's it usually doesn't bode well for that player.
No.
No, he got a break there, did Simonelli. Look out! All right, he got it. That was thrown so hard, I thought that might have turned all the way away from that.
Because it's a lot easier to hit something at 15 feet than 60 feet.
That's not going to be easy to hit no matter how many feet away it is, and that's going to be an opportunity to get Troup back into this match.
But
ooh, look out there. And the messenger breaking up a 6'10".
It's early hook on both sides of the lane for both players, and that's what the urethane balls do. There's so much surface on those urethane balls that they beat up the front part of the lane, they carry oil down the lane, and all of a sudden they get a little tricky.
Like that.
It's almost like he's listening to me. It goes extremely straight through the front.
Just raw power that time from Simonelli, as you talked about. That is his game. That's what he's comfortable with.
It was a better shot. You know, it was a better shot. He executed perfectly on that shot and got the ball to tip down lane.
Oh. To hear him say ball's too slow as hard as he throws it.
Meaning that the ball is too slow in responding.
Okay.
Okay, so you see how subtle the shape was down lane?
The ball's too slow.
That's why he left the flat 7.
So as the lanes have transitioned, Randy, the scores have dropped.
Transition. Front part of the lane broke down. Urethane carrying oil down towards the head pin. There you see it right there.
Thought for either of these players changing equipment.
Look out.
Oh,
another
man.
missed spare.
Like I
Wrap.
said, can't make a spare on TV today.
Next match. How is this breaking down for Belmo?
Well, you know he's watching this match very closely, and he knows exactly what's happening. So the lanes.
Oh, and a ringing 10 on a great shot.
He knows what's happening in the lanes. He's watching Troop's ball reaction. He knows the fronts are broken down, and he knows what urethane does to an oil pattern.
So he makes that one. But his spare shooting, and he would be the first to tell you, has not been his best.
Or the same ball with a different layout. But it looks like it's the same ball he's been using.
I don't know if you can throw a ball harder.
No, I mean, he just threw a missile right at the 1-2.
We've got one of those matches now where spare shooting could be critical, and that's been a problem for Kyle Troop.
Look how big those two misses are for Troop. 3-6-10 in the third, 2-4-5 in the sixth.
Oh, wide right. Very soft hit, and he's very fortunate to have left just a single pin, but he's got to remind himself.
Their conversion, this shouldn't be even an issue.
So Troop will move over into the foundation frame.
Move your eyes left, Kyle. Keep your feet in the same spot, move your eyes left.
Again, apparently he listens. I don't know how we must have fitted him with a device that he can hear only you.
Surgically implanted last night.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
His best shot of the match when he needed it most.
Wide.
And a 10-pin stays in place.
It looked like it was a little wide and fast. All-important fill shot. If he strikes here, he forces Kyle Troop to get all 3.
Ringing 7.
That turned out a lot better than he thought it would. Now Kyle Troop needs a double 9.
Never know.
But on a lane that has given him fits. He struck on it in the second frame, which seems like a day ago now. This has to be a strike. One down, 1 to go. And what a beautiful shot under pressure.
Rotation. Oh, and all this is done while you're walking to the foul line.
This has to be a strike. It's light and it's not enough. And Ryan Simonelli will advance to the next match to take on Jason Belmonte.
Just make 2 spares. How hard is that to do?
He makes it to 2 spares. He moves on. 2 spares missed. Costs Kyle Troop. His tour rep, Brett Spangler, said that Ryan Simonelli is going to change to a symmetrical ball and move right. He thinks it's developed enough now. Going to a Venom shock.
Be right.
It was. Wow.
Good guess.
National Bowlers Association has won 3 majors in a year.
What's his ball reaction going to be like?
Light there.
Now, this is what they have. This is what Jason Belmonte has. Look out.
And he manages just to get enough of that 4-pin. A little high there on the 4.
Pretty quick. I mean, I don't know what the move is.
Tip.
No, sir. 10-pin stays standing.
All because of urethane equipment. And to think that back in 1987 when I won this event, that's all we threw. So our patterns now.
But when you're good enough, you can overcome all of that, as Simonelli does there with another strike on the left-hand lane. And leaves one behind there. One of his victims, by the way, in his 8 majors was Ryan Simonelli in the 2014 USBC Masters. So steady, clean. And light again, a lot of action on the pin.
So
but
we're right in the middle of those 2.
And let's head down lane side. Kimberly Pressler is standing by with Kyle Troop.
It's going to be a little hard to swallow, but still a good week.
It was a great week for you. Tell me a little bit about what's happening on the lanes right now.
Well, just judging off of Belmo's ball reaction, he's trying to throw urethane as well. And, he's got a couple 2-pins and then a 4-pin. So he's kind of fighting the same reaction I was. So he's going to have to work to win this match, I got a feeling.
Well, I thank you so much for taking the time and talking with me.
I'd say that was aggressive.
Come on.
That'd be tough to beat.
There is his dad, Angelo. Has a nice seat to watch his son, Ryan, do what he does best.
Ryan Simonelli's ball reaction is really good right now.
Well, there was a little bit of a move by Belmo, and he comes in with his first strike. If Belmo gets number 9 today.
He has definitely amped up his speed.
And I'm sure, yes, much better shot. And in his mind, he's in this match again. But Ryan Simonelli still has the lead and seems to have found the power stroke that he needs.
Great tournament.
26 different countries in this one.
Great shot.
Yeah. We can't argue with you, Ryan. Yeah, from the United States, Ryan Simonelli.
All right, time to make another
You've got Australia, Jason Belmonte, and awaiting the winner of this from Sweden, Jesper Svensson.
What he knew that ball was going to do, and immediately jumped into this one this game.
Well, he is so confident right now. He's starting to walk shots out. Well, he's found his shot, but is it too late?
Carry.
7-pin, a little late, but down it goes.
The man with the gold shoes. Looking for gold here in Reno.
But you're not beating that right now. That is literally dynamite.
Wow. That was a confident stroke after the Belmonte 4-bagger.
Tip a lot.
Well, I think he's fairly fortunate to leave just one on the deck.
Yeah, bad shot, got it right, or got it wide, and missed it a little at the bottom. But very fortunate to just leave the 3-pin.
Treating that pin with utter disdain. His lead shrinking a tiny bit to 22. He didn't like it. Well, if you don't like it, and you still strike? Wow.
Got to have it. Gets it.
6 in a row. And it is on. Gotta hurry. There it is again.
Yes!
Great action.
Great shot.
Simonelli has to double now. Fill shot, very important. Simonelli would need double and 9 if Belmonte strikes on the fill. What a comeback. 2, 4, 6, 7 in a row to finish for Belmonte.
Seven messenger,
Yes!
down you go.
How about that 10th frame? How about the last 8?
My goodness.
Simonelli needs a double 9. Anything less, Belmonte bowls for his 9th major title.
We're not finished yet. No, we're not.
I don't think there's any doubt that Ryan Simonelli will hit the pocket. Question mark is, will he catch enough for the 1-2 to carry? And it is! Wow. Carries the 6 pin, came off balance, got it inside a little bit. 6 falls late. Look out. Oh no! We have a tie.
For a moment, he had lost it,
Yep.
but it's a tie for the second time on this championship where it's a roll-off.
You see how heavy he was breathing going into it. He was perfectly fine for the first 2 shots, and it was almost like he got real nervous on that fill shot, and it showed. Got a hook.
He leaves a 7 behind.
Get those hits. Get those ones.
Win.
Ace, baby, that's ace. Oh
No,
my
it's
God.
not, and Belmo advances. Belmo advances.
Oh, so good.
We'll probably have to replace the pins here on lanes 25 and 26 after these guys are done.
And starting off on the left lane that he finished on, Belmo gets it going with a... Through the nose and early trouble for the Swede. So he'll take his meds and move on to the second frame, and that leads us to our hammer tough spare replay.
Throwing urethane in game 1, followed by Simonelli's 2 games and his high rev rate throwing reactive.
Well, there you go. That's the Jesper Svensson we are well aware of.
They brought the wow factor back to our sport with their 2-handed styles.
And he just mixed them all up right there. The 4-time ESPY Award winner, including the last 3. Belmo picks up another strike.
Players that have 40+ titles.
Yes. And he is immediately putting Jesper Svensson in a hole. The television rookie, Richie Teese, and then Svensson in the Cheetah, and Tackett in the Scorpion. And no words. No words.
Yeah.
Kimberly Pressler is standing by. Kimberly double.
This guy is so nasty, he could scare the pants back on you. I mean, that is just pure filth going through the pins. It's a rev rate approaching 700, thrown down the lane at about 19 miles an hour.
Oh, quiet 10 for the Golden Shoe one.
Boy, take a picture of that. That's almost like a Bigfoot sighting when you see Jason Belmonte leave a soft 10.
So Belmo in qualifying, not perfect on these 10 pin. And he has to have it. He has it.
And here he is in the title match.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to have that happen very often. Jesper looking for 4 in a row. Oh. And one solitary pin just laying there unconscious when it was over with.
I'm not sure I've ever seen the 4 take out the 7 that fast, ever.
It's as if he took a knife and just chopped them in half like you're slicing open a cantaloupe or a grapefruit.
I just love the demeanor, the attitude, the personality after throwing this. It's just the polar opposite of what his bowling ball does when it goes through the pins.
Now Belmo down 10. And a little trouble here.
Bad shot, got it right.
2-8.
More change of direction. Most of the players today on the PBA Tour like to get their balls to read the pattern sooner, so it's smoother off the end of the pattern, especially when you're throwing urethane.
At 22 years old. That looks good. Wow.
Hand up the back, the ball reads, finishes perfectly in the 1-3.
Be a way to finish out your year. Oh, that was just a touch high.
Maybe you could get some help one time.
So the lead 9 for Jesper. Looks a little surprised.
Belmonte working on a strike in the 7th.
So back-to-back conversions for Jesper. Nine, trailing by 8.
Half 10 in the 4th, 2-8 in the 6th on this right lane.
And that's an odd leave.
Damn it, again.
You don't see the 4-8 very often for a right-hander.
Gonna go straight at it and got it.
Big shot coming up here in the 9th. Belmonte needs to set up the 10th frame for him. A strike here in the 9th. He can shoot 239.
It's sharp. Yep. He loves that left lane.
Well, he's got to make an adjustment on the right lane, that's for sure, to have any chance of winning this match.
At 22.
8 titles, 2 majors.
Isn't that something? Oh, very light. And a 5 left behind. Wait a minute. Now the 7 on the lead.
Belmonte can strike out and win this.
Which he figured out about one blink of an eye after he saw this.
Pocket. And that's how quickly the lanes can transition.
Well, we promised you 10th frame drama, and we have it. Oh my heavens, I thought that was a good looking shot. And he leaves a very quiet 7-pin with a 4 resting on it.
Missed 5 of these throughout the event.
We'll take care of it there.
Belmonte needs the first hit and counts.
And that's the power we're used to seeing.
Every time. All right.
If Belmonte does not strike on this ball, Jesper Svensson wins his 2nd major.
If he does strike,
Belmonte becomes bowling's version of immortality, the only player to ever win 3 majors in a year.
he had to have it and he got it. But it's not over yet. He needs 9. just watched professional bowling history. Jason Belmonte is the first player ever to win 3 championships, 3 major championships in the same year. His 9th major. He is now 1 back of tying Pete Weber and Earl Anthony.
Jason, as you hold that trophy, I don't know if you know this or not, but you made history today. You are officially the only person ever in PBA history to win 3 majors in 1 year. How does it feel to make history?
It feels incredible. Kimberly, I don't know what to say. I'm just extremely blessed to be able to do what I love every single day of my life. I mean, I'm going to do this until I'm dead. There's nothing going to stop me from bowling, and to win these trophies along the way is really just a bonus. So I am very honoured, though, to be the only person to have done it 3 majors in 1 year. It's very cool.
Well, it appears that you have locked up Player of the Year as well with this win. Thoughts on that?
I actually haven't had a chance to really digest that thought. I'm really just kind of sinking in the moment of winning this trophy. But I think tomorrow when I calm down a little bit, I'll start thinking about those awards as well.
Well, congratulations. You've earned this on your 9th major win.
Here's a common sight the last few years on the PBA Tour. Jason Belmonte, the last one standing, holding the trophy as he has made bowling history, capturing major number 9.